Donald Trump's media company went public and almost immediately surged to comical heights. It makes no sense. I'm just gonna put it that way. It makes no sense what the stock is trading for in this case, and we're going to attempt to get to the bottom of it. For context of how crazy this whole thing is, TMTG, the Trump media, Trump blah 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 group, their market cap was in the $9 billion range, making it more valuable than Etsy, more valuable than Hasbro, as well as literally thousands of other corporations. That bumped up the former president's net worth to $7 billion. Now, he can't actually sell the stock anytime soon, so the only way that his actual net worth has really gone up is if in 6 months the stock is still worth as much. And there are some reasons to believe that it might not be. So that is what it's worth. What is it worth? Well, according to a new financial filing, its total revenue in 2023 was $4.1 million. Extrapolating that out, the stock is trading at something like 2,000 times the company's annual revenue. As an example, Apple trades at about 7 times its annual revenue. 2,000 for Trump Media, 7 for Apple, one of the most consistently profitable and growing corporations in human history.
Before we continue with the story, we depend on members to keep on going. Don't wait, click join now on YouTube.
By the way, Trump's social media company lost over $58 million in the end. It wasn't profitable literally at all. If you sold something, dear viewer, on Craigslist last year, your Craigslist activity was more profitable than Trump Media. And we're led to believe that it is a multi-billion-dollar corporation. That makes no sense. This could just be the stock market going crazy, Francesca, that is possible. I wonder if there's something else going on here. This is a massive transfer of money to Donald Trump that will run afoul of literally no campaign finance laws in any way. And yet not a single person in the world thinks that this company is worth 1/10,000th what the stock market says it's worth. So what is going on here?
I just think that the hypocrisy is so blinding. Like, I don't even know how his followers can actually like brush their teeth in the morning or just scramble around their house. Like, these are the same people who believe a Hunter Biden scandal involving millions, not billions of dollars, that turned out to completely be false, involving a company and then Biden was there and Joe got on the phone and it gave it, and none of it bore out. None of it was real. And in the same token, their nominee for president, who is actively running, is getting rich off of a overinflated stock price, going public with this company as he is running for president, arguably using those funds in this campaign. And no one says anything. No one says peep. It's not a big deal. He's just a businessman. What does that mean? Meaning he has the right to just swindle the American people. He's a businessman, so he can be corrupt. Is that what we think that the title of businessman gets you? It is just so wild to me. And also, John, I just for gigs, for S's and gigs, I just remembered that Elon bought Twitter for $44 billion.
$44 billion. Now look,
it's just so good.
He's a hell of a businessman.
He's a good. I got a dirty tissue, and some say it's not worth. But I bought it for $100,000.
Really fast, I want to remind you that not only did he pay that much for it, but he paid that much for it because he tweeted an offer that he hadn't thought about and then got backed into a corner to make good on it, and then clearly didn't want to buy. Everybody forgets this. There were months where it was obvious he didn't want to buy it and was trying to get out of it.
Yes.
And then eventually was forced to, and then did. But they look good compared to Trump Media here. I just want to be very clear about that. But I also want to be clear about what I think, because clearly I think that something is going on. But I have no evidence of anything, no proof of anything. I'm just hoping someday that Ken Klippenstein will look into it. But I want to be clear about something that is totally legal. When Trump has this stock or whatever, you can buy a bunch of it. He has a bunch of the stock, so he makes money by people just choosing to buy it at whatever inflated price it is.
Yeah.
A savvy investor has no incentive to buy this at the level that it's trading for. So why are they doing it? And in a simpler way, when he releases an NFT of him playing rugby or something with his abs, he can say it's worth X, and then people can buy it for whatever they want. He sells it, they can pay $10,000 for it. They can pay $50,000 for it. It's not tied to anything. It's an NFT, it's a JPEG, it's worth literally nothing. They can hand over whatever amount of money they want for it. And that is not a donation. That is not, there's no campaign finance. Like, it's not even that, okay, he at least had to make a car, so there's like materials or something. It's just an abstract MacGuffin that they can hand over whatever amount of money they want for.
Yeah.
And I keep saying this, I suspect on some level that I'm wrong. There's gotta be something that stops this from just being a massive shortcut to our campaign finance system. Because why is every politician not doing this? Why is Joe Biden not releasing Dark Brandon NFTs? But like, he desperately needs money. They desperately want influence over him.
Yeah.
I don't understand how any of this is supposed to work.
Or is legal. I mean, it's working under our before our very eyes. And it's just wild that it's allowed to happen.
100%. Doesn't make any sense. Nobody's on Truth Social. Nobody is on it, and there's no reason to think that anyone will be.
Check out the Damage Report podcast each day, wherever you get your podcasts, whether Pocket Casts or Stitcher or iTunes. You can join me as I give you the news and stories you want, with a range of co-hosts and interview guests jumping in on the fun each day. Again, that's the Damage Report, wherever you get your podcasts. And if you get them at iTunes, don't forget to rate and review. Sometimes I'll read them live on the show.